Hello everyone, this is Michael217 and welcome back to Let's Play Twilight Princess. Thank you guys for joining me. We are back in the Twilight realm as Wolf Link. And I smell trouble over here. What does this trouble smell like? Well, let's use our senses. And brings back memories from the very beginning of the game, and we can actually forget the youth set. Remember back when we were in Faron Woods looking for the Tears of Light, we actually... Or was that Faron Woods? I don't remember when it was. But it was before one of the Tears of Light, which is where we got the youth scent, and you actually have to forget that scent to learn this new one. That's kind of a weird aspect of the scents, is that you can only know one at a time. I don't know why it has to forget the previous one, because I don't know why you would want to keep it anyway, because like once you learn a scent, you only use it at one point in the game. You don't use it anytime later. But regardless, now we have Ilia's scent, and we're going to be following this to our next destination. So, actually we go this way. And since I know where we're going, I'm not going to use that. Because that way I can see where I'm going a lot better. Because once you're in this mode, it's hard to see where you're going. So, and actually, I show what the Twilight Realm looks like over here in this field. God, doesn't it just look? It just looks so kick-ass with all the, the black squares going up and the orange sky. And it's the first time we really get a good look at Hyrule Castle in the Twilight Realm from far away. And right there, Midna's just kind of like, yeah, things are about to get a lot harder from here. That's kind of her hint that the game's going to get harder. And it does. But we'll get into that a little bit more once we get to the Tears of Light. But this is the northern part of Hyrule, and actually this little run here that we're doing as we follow this scent, this is going to uncover the rest of Hyrule Field, and we're going to get to see exactly what the full scale of it looks like. And that's really one of the big draws to this game, is how huge the overworld is. And it's going to come full circle here, and that's actually kind of a pun too, because it really is a circle in this game, the overworld. It circles around the middle part of Hyrule, which is the castle and the castle town, which we're going to be introduced to pretty soon. So it's a lot like Minish Cap, how that circled around the town in the middle, and also kind of like how it was in Majora's Mask, and really in a lot of Zelda games is like that, how the overworld circles around like a central hub. In Ocarina of Time, it was the opposite. The field was in the middle and everything else was around it. But this is where we want to go, across this bridge. This point of the game, I'm pretty sure you could actually skip going into this castle town and moving on to straight to where you want to go, if you know where to go, which I do. Because there's a cutscene you activate here. You don't really get anything here, but there's a cutscene you activate here that tells you a little bit more of what is going on and the new dilemma we're going to be facing. So I don't know if you really have to do this, but I'm going to do it anyway just in case, like the game says, like the game blocks us off, cock blocks us from continuing on. And plus, I guess it's context anyway. So here's Castle Town, and it actually has a fixed camera on it. It's kind of like an Ocarina of Time, how it did that in the market. And you can see there are a ton of NPCs here. And it's actually pretty big. It's split off into numerous sections, like central. It kind of like in Majora's Mask Clock Town. It's split off into like east, north, west, south, and stuff like that. You can see there are tons of characters here, and a lot of them we can't talk to, and they're not really worth talking to anyway. So just follow the scent. This is where using your senses does come in handy, because it can be easy to get lost here. and not know exactly where the scent leads, so let's follow it. I find it interesting how it goes into this building for a short time and comes out. It leads you to wonder, like, if there's actually like a meaning to that, and if Ilya has been into that building, and if that's going to become important, and I think it does become important later. But regardless, there's no point in looking into it right now. Let's just continue to follow. I'll be able to show more around this town once it becomes cleared of Twilight. I mean, that's kind of been the theme so far, is that I can't really show you around places like in the Twilight realm until we actually free it from the Twilight. Then I can show you more of like what's here and what you can do in the town. But for right now, let's just follow into here. We have a door conveniently cracked open for us, which is nice. And we have some more ghosts in here, and over here is actually Ilya, so we're going to be introduced to a new cutscene. Oh, that was an emotional reunion. Yes, a girl and her wolf. Hee hee. Then again, she doesn't even know that we're here, right? Like, can't they not... Like, aren't they unaware of our presence? But... yeah, we saw a Zora prince is sick, apparently. And that's kind of your clue that what the next temple is. You know, we just had a forest temple, a fire temple, and now there's Zora's involved. Lake Hylia. I wonder what the next temple is going to be. Alright, so they mark off where we need to go next, this red dot here. And I can actually show you a little more of the map right over here. And if we zoom in, there's actually split paths right up here in North Hyrule Field. And by the way, the controls on here, the control stick are inverted. I don't know why that is. But we could have gone straight to Lake Hylia from North Hyrule Field, but either way, that's what leads me to believe we could have skipped this this little cutscene part, because if you know it yet, you have to go to Lake Hylia next. You can just go straight there, not even mess with Castle Town. That's what I was thinking and what I thought about doing to save time, but in the end, I decided just to activate the cutscene anyway and give us a little bit of context of what's going on. So now all we have to do is exit back out the way we came, the east entrance. You don't have to worry about following the scent anymore, just go out this way. And we will head towards where Lake Hylia is. So heading back out here. So yes, we're going to find out a little bit more about this Prince Zora, and we're going to start to meet the Zora people pretty soon. And find out more why he's sick. That's kind of the dilemma here. You know, with the Death Mountain, the Gorons were angry at us, and now here we have a sick prince of the Zoras. Alright, so there aren't too many enemies around here. Really, once the Twilight clears in this part of the Hyrule field, there are a lot more archers and enemies here to worry about. At this point, it's just those stupid Bobokins who don't pose any threat at all. And you can't, they're easy to kill, and I don't know. I don't understand why they don't put more enemies in the Twilight version of Hyrule Field. Because after all, this is the dark and evil Twilight realm. But here we are. This is a new bridge here, the Bridge of Hylia. And right below, you can see there's water down there. So right below is Lake Hylia. So yeah, there's two major bridges in this game. The Bridge of Eldin, I pronounced that wrong last episode. I said Bridge of Eden. It's called Bridge of Eldin, which is now split, is now broken, and then we have this bridge here. And apparently we smell something funny here. It looks kind of funny with this black liquidy stuff. What is this guy doing? What is that fire arrow gonna do? You missed terribly, dude. You missed terribly. Oh shit. Yes, it turns out that this black liquidy stuff is oil. And now this fire is coming into us, and it's a trap. Admiral Appa, where were you to warn us about that? Okay, so what we actually have to do here is push this box up against the edge of the bridge here, climb up it, and jump on down. The first time I did that, it took me forever to actually figure that out. Like, what the hell do I do? Do I use my senses and dig underneath the fire? I don't know, but it's a long jump from here. And this is Lake Hylia, which is actually located underneath the, well, not underneath, but at a lower altitude than the rest of the overworld. I find that pretty interesting how they put it underneath the rest of the world, because it's just so, it just shows how huge Lake Hylia is that they kind of have to tuck it under the rest of Hyrule Field. But apparently there's not a whole lot of water here. This doesn't seem like much of a lake. And yes, we can swim. We can't dive underwater, which is something we can't do as a human either. I'll get into that later once we turn back to a human. Yeah, we can just kind of paddle on the water and dash. And in this part of the lake, or what's left of it, there isn't really much to go. And it's pretty easy to get lost here to figure out where to go, because you see that red dot on the map that we're trying to get to, but there's no place we can actually climb up, or there's not a way for us to get to it from where we are right now. So what we have to do is actually talk to this guy. And in first playthrough, I was running around for about an hour trying to figure out what to do here. You don't have to talk to this guy, but he'll pretty much give you a dead giveaway of what you actually have to do here. And we're eventually going to head towards the Zora's upriver, because there's a curse along the river, which comes with the Twilight. But then he points out this monster over here, a customer. He mistakes it for a customer. No, not quite a customer. So we have to go towards that Bobokin, that instant-looking Bobokin, and kick his ass. Don't know why, but maybe he's the source of this law. Maybe he stole all the water. Now what's he doing here? Oh, he's gonna summon the eagle. The eagle isn't that threatening. He's probably smarter than the wolf. You can take him down. I'm not afraid of your eagle. Oh shit, that is definitely not an eagle. And he's gonna jump on the back of it, and this is kind of a mini-boss. And he's pretty similar to those bird enemies that we've seen like in Hyrule Castle at the beginning of the game, and he shoots arrows, and just run around, avoid his arrows, lock onto him. Definitely stay locked on. Just have to get ready for him. He'll fly around for a little bit, and then he's gonna kind of swoop in on us, and then we have to do a jump attack at him. And you have to time this pretty well. Oh, don't side jump, man. You have to don't side jump there. This guy does the full hearts of damage too, so this can be pretty tough. Just as it's shooting, just keep moving to the side. You're likely not get hit by its arrows. Arrows aren't that big of a problem anyway, because they don't do that much damage. But you just have to be ready to pounce forward, and this isn't a good camera angle. I don't like this. I can't see. Oh, what the hell? I locked off. He got too far away. Okay, he's gonna pounce, and then you'll just attack him, mash the A button, and then I believe you just have to do this twice. Don't quote me on that though. It might be 3 times. I mean, typically the magic number for hits is 3, but oh crap, he's not just gonna shoot this time. Man, didn't expect that. Surprise attack. But yeah, there you go. 2 hits, he's dead. Well, not quite dead. He falls off the back of his bird. And then you just have to kill the archer. And he's just like any normal Bobokin. Goes down the same way. Fortunately, again, we don't have a finisher, so we have to wait for his ass to get back up. So that was the main enemy here, but are we going to do much about this guy? Looks like Minda's going to wrangle with it. She's done that before with us, too, when we first turned into a wolf. I want to get that heart, because I'd like to have it. We're going to need that heart. Oh, crap, we're not going to get the heart, aren't we? Alright, so now Minda's controlling this bird, we're being carried by it. And this is going to be kind of a new feature of this game. And if you watch my Super Mario Galaxy 2 LP or just simply played Super Mario Galaxy 2, this might be a little bit familiar with you. It's Fleet Glide Galaxy, and yes, we're actually controlling this bird with the Wiimote. You don't use the control stick here. You actually have to aim your Wiimote. And in order to go faster, this is a little bit different from in Galaxy 2, because in that game, to go faster with this mechanic, you had to actually dip your Wiimote down, and here you just hit the A button to dash. It's a little bit different, but it still feels the same, and quite frankly, like, I feel like Galaxy 2 is actually giving me pretty good practice with this, because of course, as I say that, I'm probably gonna die. I don't remember, like, I think if you have a pretty, like, if you have a pretty hard collision with, like, a wall or something, then you'll fall off, and then you have to start from the beginning, you'll probably lose a heart. But, there are archers here that can shoot at you, and I don't think they make you fall off, they just do damage. Watch out for the stalactites and stuff falling down. This isn't too hard, but I might just eat my own words with that. And just keep an eye out for openings. The hard part about this is that with this game's graphical style and the whole Twilight thing, being like everything being dark and blending in, like with all the colors, it's kind of hard to tell what's an opening and what's a wall. So that can be a problem here. Just ignore the archers, move quickly. There's an opening right there, so that's the end of this. Just make sure you don't screw up at the end. I've done that before. Looks like a keyhole. Oh crap, don't do this. No! 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 And it kills you too! I was just... Are you kidding me? No! 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 Alright, so after dying, you start back, and to be honest, I don't know exactly what happens when you die here. I've died before, but, okay, you have to howl, and you have to howl the song that you play to summon the bird. So you don't have to do the fight again, you just have to, summon the bird with howling. So I guess it's kind of worth showing off. Oh my god, I cannot believe, I said don't die at the end. What did I do? I die at the end. That is so embarrassing. But yeah, thankfully you don't have to do the fight again. And... oh boy, I'll cut back to the end of that, unless I die somewhere in the middle. Don't crash! No! No! Oh, God. Wait a minute, what? Try again, does that mean I'm dead? Wait a minute, what happened there? Am I dead? Okay, so I start from here again. Does that... okay, that didn't do any damage either. I still have 3 hearts. That's interesting. So they're being a little bit more generous this time. Actually, I feel like I skipped something too. Yeah, you do have to do this quite a few times later in the game too, so you might want to get good at this. I've... like, this has shut me up, yeah, I've gotten really good at this, and I've crashed twice. Maybe I should go back and play Galaxy 2 and practice this again. Okay, this is where I died, well, not died, but fell last time. Just stay up, don't even dash, there we go, that's working. Don't dive down! Oh my god. Shit, that's gonna fall on me. Oh my god. This is kind of nerve-wracking. Like, it doesn't glide the same way as in Galaxy 2. Like, you know, like the tilting down doesn't make you go any faster. You just go at the same speed, then you just dash. So it is different. Okay, here's the end again. Let's not blow this. Get nice and high. Get nice and high. Stay high. Oh god, like this is actually pretty, kind of a dick move at the end. Put a pretty small opening, but there we go. We're out of that. Oh, thank you, God. Let's just not die on the way to our next destination. Holy shit. Holy shit. Because if we die, we're gonna end up back at the beginning of the lake. This is Upper Zora River. And all we really have to do is just jump on down. Because there isn't any water here, remember that. And we're about to kind of see why there isn't any water. Midna's giving us a bit of a hint, telling us that it's cold. So you can just jump on down. And keep going this way. Just go up the river, or where the river used to be. And these crystals you can break and get refills and hearts and stuff from them. So you gotta watch out for those, because I can foresee a lot of damage coming over here. And what do we got? Oh, hey, what's going on here? Thought it was getting colder, but who would have thought that it would all be frozen? Oh boy. This is something that this game was criticized by some for. I kind of criticized it for this too. Because, does this seem familiar? Zora Domain, frozen, no lake, or very little left of the lake. It's the exact same thing from Ocarina of Time. I don't understand like why they decided to completely use the same exact idea from Ocarina of Time. That's what happened when you are trying to get into the water temple there. So it's the exact same thing. So, and it's something people criticize. Again, you know, something people criticize this game for. I did kind of do as well, because it kind of shows a little bit of lack of creativity and originality, just coming to the exact same premise. But here we have to do some Minda jumping. Now they do some pretty dick moves here with those 2 hearts, those icicles, because they're in your way and there's no way to avoid them. I guess what you're supposed to do is when you get to the platforms before the icicles, you're supposed to wait for a little bit for it to fall, but I feel like that you're gonna fall as well. It's kind of like you almost have to accept falling here a couple times and do this like 2 or 3 times. It's kind of annoying. So, but thankfully we do have full health again. So I have a feeling we're gonna fall a second time, because there's quite a few icicles getting in the way here, and it's hard to tell where they are because it's all blend. Yeah, like what the hell? I can't even tell that's there. It's kind of cheap right here, and I don't mean to like sound all bitchy here, because I feel like I've been bitching a lot about the lack of creativity and then kind of some cheap kills here. I don't know, this is kind of annoying climbing up this, because you have to do it a couple times. But after you knock down the icicles, you can get up pretty easily. This is pretty similar to in Fair and Woods. Can you give me heart? Heart? God, that was such bad grammar. I sound like a caveman. But this is pretty much like Fair and Woods, where only instead of going across, you are moving your way up. It's more of a vertical type of a thing! Oh god, yeah, you're supposed to stop. Oh my god, no. No! 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 Oh, please don't start me back from the beginning of the... Oh my god, don't start me from the beginning of the lake, you fucking bastard. Ah, oh, thank god, okay. So, but, I have a feeling those icicles will be back, so I'm gonna cut out the first couple attempts of these until I get to the top. Okay, then hang on. Whew, this can be nerve-wracking. And then this should take us to the top. Just keep hitting A. And there we go, we're at the top of this stupid thing. And going in here, we have more shadow beans. And this setup is kind of like a 0. So we're going to have to go after the guy over here, because he's all alone, the other 2 are together. So pretty straightforward. And there's just 3 of these things. So just take out this guy, and then the way around, get our mid lock-on thing ready. Don't get hit in the process. And problem solved. Okay, that wasn't too bad. A portal has opened here too. We can finally warp. If you want to breathe the air of the world of light for a moment, let me know. I'll take you there. Yeah, but yeah, she's telling us if we can warp back to the light world, which we've shown earlier when we got that bridge from Fair and Woods, and Minda wants to talk to us. And we need to look down. Okay, so let's do that. Let's use our senses, that way we can see what's actually down there. So those are all Zoras. Wow, this is really strange. What in the world happened? Hey, what do you want to do? You can't just leave them like this. I think all we need to do is thaw them out. This is no good to just stand here thinking. Let's leave and come back later. The portal should work for us. We need to find a way to melt the ice and then come back here. Okay, so we do need to melt the ice, and how exactly are we going to do that? Well, let's find out next time on The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess 3-Heart Run. My name is Mike, and I'll see you later.